Hello everyone. Today I want to show you how to set up BitLocker, encryption from the Microsoft Intune, and also how to fix the issue for the which I have, I can't copy the data from the computer to USB drive, but I can copy the data from USB to the, local drive. What else we can do to fix the issue? So first thing I go to the, see how can we set up the BitLocker encryption. So it's very important feature, for Microsoft Intune and Windows because we enable BitLocker. That means the hard drive is encrypted in case if people lost the computer, other people want to be able to, detach their hard drive to attach to the other one to get the data out because it's encrypted. So let's see how can we create a BitLocker, uh, profile. If I go to the device and go to the configuration, I can create a new policy. I just select the Windows 10 or later, and then from the profile type, I just select template, and then I want to use the endpoint protection because the endpoint protection means this endpoint like in the computer. I just create, and then if I put the name. So I put a test BitLocker encryption and click next. And then in this list, we can select, expand the Windows encryption. And then we select, do we need to encrypt device, click require, and then you want to set the others, the in, encrypt storage card mobile, we don't want to config, and warning, for other disk encryption. We can set up all this one and set up the encryption for system drive, fixed data drive, the mobile drive, and then, these are the settings. Then we click next, next. We can assign to the security group and apply to the, this policy. Okay. So that's one way to create a BitLocker, encryption. The other way I want to show you is just this one, endpoint security. In the endpoint security, we can go to the disk encryption. In the disk encryption, we create a policy, and then we also select the window and select profile. This one, you can select personal data encryption or BitLocker because we focus on BitLocker. We select this one, and then we put another name. So this is from this endpoint disk encryption, we create a new policy, and there's a BitLocker as well. In this one, you see more choice we can use. The BitLocker, you want to require BitLocker encryption or not, and this one, and this for the drive encryption. So normally we are focused on the operating system. We want to, enforce the operating system drive, and then we want the physical fixed data drive. We want to encrypt the fixed data drive. And also this other one, if I go to the there's a removable data drive. That's what I want to talk about today because the removable drive data drive means USB drive. We don't want to configure it because if we encrypt this one, this means every time when we input the USB, we want you turn the BitLocker on, and then you can't use it from the other computer because it's encrypted. So we don't want to, configure without click a lot of config. Next, next. So this one we can do from here to set up the BitLocker encryption, and there's another way we can set up the encryption as well. We go to the security baseline. We select this the security baseline for Windows tenant data. If I click this one, properties, and in the properties we see the setting configure setting. So in this way, you can also see the the BitLocker from here. So that's what I get, when I try to copy the data from my computer to the USB drive. I can't copy because it says write protected. And this happens because this one was enabled, was configured before, and this one was set here. You see this settings, if the BitLocker removable drive policy is configured and then block write access to removable data drive not protected by BitLocker, that is yes. So when I, because this one was set up, when I input a, USB drive to the computer, I can copy the data from the USB to the local drive on the computer, but I can't copy the data from the, local drive to the USB drive because it's not a BitLocker, encrypted. So what I did is I just change to not configured and then press save, save. And then I go to the devices and find this device. This is the Windows device. Go to Windows and find this computer. And I click sync. After I sync, this policy to the computer, I'm able to copy the data from the USB drive to the local drive, and also copy the data from the local drive to the USB drive. So that's all I show you today. Thanks.